All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Well, we're at the house right now. I'm just sitting here in the parking lot right now. Basically, just a quick story about what is going on. I don't know, maybe an hour ago or so, I got a call from a fellow, I believe his name was Steve. He inherited this property and he lives out of Tucson right now. He's not in Tucson, and he's got this property that he wants to sell. And so he thought he would give me a call to see if I would be interested in it. Of course, I'm definitely interested in these properties. He mentioned to me that the property has not had any kind of repairs. It's not had any kind of updating. In fact, there's a bunch of debris still here on the property that he's just intending to leave, which is perfect for me because that's exactly what I do. If you've got an unwanted property, especially with an inherited property, I recognize how difficult it is, especially if you've got a property like that, because you're trying to sell it and then yet you've got a bunch of stuff in it too. So I get how difficult it can be. What I do with that is I just simply offer you take what you want, the mementos, the memories, the things you want, and then just leave the rest, and I'll take care of it for you because it makes it a lot easier for them, obviously. So let's go ahead and take a look at this property here. I've not seen it myself, but I'm sitting here in the parking lot. Let's get out and take a look. Let me turn this around so you can see. All right, here we go. Let's see here. Let's see if I can switch this around here for you. Oh, much better. Okay, there we go. So this property is pretty large. Got a couple cars on it. Looks like an air conditioner up there and a swamp cooler. Oh, another air conditioner back there. So we got two air conditioners and a swamp cooler. I don't know if the swamp cooler is working or not. It's pretty nice. See, I really like when I see this kind of stuff here because it's just general deferred maintenance, and that's easy to take care of. You know, a lot of times with these types of properties, the challenge is, when you go out there and you try to do a lot of repair work on your own, it becomes very difficult because you don't know what you can do. Or let's see if this is even open. I think they locked this one. Yeah. All right. Well, he mentioned that the gate might be open, so let's see if this gate's over here is open. But in any event, it's difficult sometimes when you're out of state because you don't know what you should repair or do to the property. And so you're left in kind of a quandary. If you do some repairs, well, you can end up costing yourself a small fortune doing the wrong kind of repairs. So a lot of times, it's just a lot easier to sell it. If you're not planning on keeping the property, it's a lot easier to just sell it as is, and then you can deal with it that way. Get that cash to work for you in a different way. When I first started out real estate in Charleston, South Carolina, it was a lot greener and I was a lot younger. That was almost 24 years. I've been doing this for almost 24 years now. In May, it'll be my 24th year in real estate. And I've been here in Tucson now for 23 years. Okay. All right. Let's see what we're working with here. Okay. Needs a little bit of work. But look at that lot. Ooh, that lot is huge. And they got a pool. Oh, now this is nice. Maybe this is the gate he was talking about. Well, no, it looks like that's kind of secure too. Yeah. Well, it looks like we're not getting in today. Not the backyard anyway. But it's got a huge pool back there. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? Hold on. All right. Is this gated up too? says beware of dog, but I haven't seen any dogs. You know, when I was working as a full-time REO agent, always had to be on the guard for dogs, because dogs did not like me coming into the house. Here I am breaking and entering live Facebook. Oh, let's see. Maybe I can work smarter, not harder. Let's see, this thing is bound together like that. Okay, it does move. Aha, here we go. There we go. All right. Whew, victory. I know, right? What's going on, Val? It's good seeing you again, my brother. How are you doing? I'm over here in your neck of the woods, up here on the Tucson's northwest side. Now, I was doing comparables for this property earlier, and boy, let me tell you, there is nothing selling in this neighborhood right now. Everybody in this neighborhood, they buy here and they die here. And this is real similar to a neighborhood I first lived in Tucson. Actually, it was up there in the Catalina foothills. I wanted to live in that neighborhood so bad, but nobody was selling. And so I literally got a flyer together and I knocked on every single door until I talked to everybody in the subdivision, and I told them I wanted to buy a house, you know, and if they happen to have one, let me know. And sure enough, somebody passed away, and I got their house and bought it and lived in there for the next 6-7 years. Okay, right on. Nice little pool house or shed here. Okay, right on. Let's see here, what else we got going on? Hopefully I'm not gonna get shot, right? Let's see here. What do we got going on over here? Now this is what I really like. Now when I buy investment property, right? As I was mentioning, I really like it when they have a lot of work that needs to be done and debris and things like that, and it needs to go. Oops, I'm sorry, I got my big fat finger in the way. Sorry about that. Ah, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. See, a lot of buyers in Tucson are gonna see this green pool and not be cool with that. But I see that and I think, oh, that's beautiful. The reason why is because I know we can fix that. But that, haha, you don't get that every day. Look at that view. And this is a huge lot. I mean, literally, it goes from all the way over there, back past the patio there, over there. I mean, this is just an enormous lot. Okay. Right on. This is really nice. Has a lot of potential. See, the big thing about this in Tucson in particular is you don't get the views all the time, right? Most of the homes that are sold here in Tucson, I gotta be honest with you, lack imagination, lack creativity. They are vacuous. They just have specious kind of designs, and they're cracker box houses. And I live in one of those houses and I despise that, right? But a property like this, now this is built in like, I think 77 or maybe 78 maybe. Properties like this, when they built these homes, right, they had these huge lots, right? And you could stretch out and nobody is going to be right there on your space. You know what I'm saying? Now, this house, I mean, could you imagine you clean out all the debris, right? You clean it all out, clean it all up, right? Get this pool. You know, you'd probably want to do something obviously about this replastering, right? You want to replaster that, right? Let's see, probably get rid of that diving board. I don't know, maybe we keep that diving board. I think that diving board looks kind of suspect. I think it would probably crack under the pressure. But yeah, resurface all that, right? Get rid of that. You can keep that. Now, allegedly, there's a pool house here, and I think this is it right here. It's the little garage. And allegedly, according to the owner, it's got some little kitchen furnishings in here. Not kitchen furnishings, bath furnishings, right? So you could have a little bathroom in here somewhere. Not entirely sure where. Yeah, okay. Probably right in here, probably. Okay. All right. This is all right. We can work with this. And here, check this out. Here's another good factor I like about this house. I mean, all this fencing, obviously, just remove all that. But check this out. You're on a nice, good lot right there. Corner. Very private. Okay, what else we got going on here? Let's see. So all these windows back in the 70s, boy. This is all single pane stuff. Wow. I mean, I've just imagine all the heat and the cold that lets through. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what's going on here? Hopefully I don't get shot while we're peeking into these people's houses. Okay. Here we are breaking the law, man. No, it's not for sale just yet. Well, it is for sale, Scott, but not to the public just yet. So just a quick reminder in case you're just joining me, this property, a fellow had called me up about an hour ago from crawlbyshouses.com, Googled me, recognized that I specialize in inherited properties, called me up, said that he wanted to go ahead and sell the property. Could I give him a bid for it? He knew I was a realtor as well as an investor. And so that was about an hour ago. And so I jetted over here to the house, snuck in the backyard, and now I'm checking it out. I don't know. I hope that sun is not too killing you there. Ugh, that sun's terrible. Okay. I'm walking over here. This is now the northwest. Let's see, northeast edge of the park, or I'm sorry, of the property here. Another cool thing to do when you're investing in the property is check out the neighbors, right? If you're buying a property, here's a cool tip for you. Check out the neighbors, see what they've done, right? If they've got, really ratty backyard. Now look, this neighbor right here, check him out. See? He's got a really cool house, and he's taking good care of it. This guy over here, not so much. Check him out. Look at this. I mean, it's all right. He's not gone up to the same upgrades as this fellow over here has. And that's important for you when you're buying a property, especially when you're considering buying any kind of property, whether you be an investor like me or just a regular home buyer. I always recommend to people you check out the neighbors' properties, do a quick little rerun, run around through them. Just kind of check out what the neighbors are doing because, if there's ever going to be a problem, you want to know about it fast. This guy right here, I can almost tell you right now, he's probably not going to give you any problem whatsoever. He's built up a nice wall around his property. He's keeping his property up. It's, he's keeping it all together. Now, you come in here and you buy this property, right? You go ahead and you rip out all this. I mean, that's what I would probably do. Rip out all that. Got to replace that, at the minimum with chain link. I'm thinking at the minimum you want to probably put, chain link. But I mean, honestly, to make it look best for this type of property, this is a $300,000 property or better. That really needs to be a wall, honestly. You want to keep up with this guy right here. You want to have your wall look like that. That's what you want to do, not this other junk. And I get that you do chain link, because you got to. Them cactus, believe it or not, a lot of people really are big fans of these prickly pear cactus. As you can see, these little buds right here, they're going to bud up and they're going to turn into fruit. And a lot of people here you go. Here's a good example right here. So this is a barrel cactus right here. And these little fruits, people will take this cactus right here and they'll make a jelly out of that, believe it or not. That's fantastic jelly too. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a sucker for prickly pear jelly, that's for sure. All right, so let's continue with the search of the house here. All right, well, now we figured out how to open it. Closing it is super simple. It took me like forever to open this dumb thing. I don't know why. It's probably because I'm retarded. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's a politically incorrect term. I'm sorry. I don't mean to say retarded. I'm sorry. I mean mentally challenged. I'm mentally challenged. All right, so let's take a look. This is obviously this fellow's property line right here, and it looks like the property line kind of goes from here to here. Okay, yeah. So just walk over here. It's got the property line right here. Always good to check out the property line as best you can when you're buying a property. I'm a real estate agent. You'll tell lies. Well, that's certainly true. I'll tell a lie to my wife sometimes. Like if I go out and I eat like a Big Mac before dinner because I know dinner's gonna be bad, I do that and I'll lie about it. But when it comes to houses, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll tell you the truth. And here's the reason why I'll tell you the truth. If you want, you can definitely check me out, but I run my own real estate company, Carl Buys Houses. I don't list homes. I do work for REO companies and I do sell their properties. So those homes I will list, but the regular Joe Blow home, I don't list their properties. The reason why is real simple, because I have a vested interest in trying to purchase your property, and it's not going to help you if I go out and try to list your property if I'm actually trying to buy homes like yours as well. So, Pima County Sheriff's wandering by. Wonder if he'll stop by. There he is. Huh? There he goes. Nice, secure neighborhood, obviously. All right, so we got the driveway right here. All right, so check it out. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back to my office, and I'm gonna run some comparables, and I'm gonna make an offer on the home, and I'll show you how I kind of go through it, how I go through determining what the value is, what the price is, and then I'll make the offer and I'll kind of show you so you can kind of see the process that I actually go through when making an offer. Now, I do want to kind of point out the reason why I came to this particular vantage point, right? There you go. That right there is the key of what you're looking for. Let me see if I can zoom in. No, I don't think I can. Okay. That mountain backdrop right there, this is Tucson's northwest side. This is probably on, and if it's not an acre, it's probably 3/4 of an acre. And it needs a lot of rehab. It's about 1,700 square feet. It has a pool, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. I'm gonna say, just kind of looking from what I can see of the inside, I'm gonna suspect that this is gonna need somewhere in the neighborhood of about $35,000 to $40,000 worth of upgrades just to kind of get this into selling condition. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take you with me back to my office, and I'll go ahead and I'll make a video about that, of how I actually determine comparables, and that way you can kind of see for yourself where I'm coming from. That way it'll kind of give you some help as well. So anyway, hope this was helpful. Thank you for joining me on this little tour of the property. Stay tuned for exactly making the offer and what it's going to look like. And until next time, have a powerful sales day. Bye-bye.